This has to be the most underrated sports story of the year. Could you imagine? Well, I'll just let him tell you this story.
50 years old, going into your first college season of golf. Tell me how in the world that happened.
So, life happens up till I'm 50. And, because I had incredible grandparents that brought me into golf at a young age, I've always played somewhat competitively. We happened to be playing, I believe it was the summer of 2024, at a tournament, and this gentleman drives up on a cart that I really didn't know. But later on, I found out that he was the Bellevue University golf coach. And my friend and he are very good friends. And I guess he asked about me because he saw me hit some shots. And I noticed throughout that day that Coach was showing up a lot more frequently. A lot of times he'd be sitting in the trees or he'd be on the back of a tee box. But at the end of the round, he approached me and said, kind of jokingly, my name's Rob Brown. I hear you have some eligibility left. And I laughed because I had asked who he was and had found out, and said, Coach, I'm 50. You don't want me. And his response was, after seeing you play, I absolutely want you. And, 50, those words probably don't hit like they would have when I was 18, but it's always nice to be wanted, and it's always nice to hear somebody compliment you. I think my response to that was, I have to think about my wife. I have to think about my family. So, I've probably got more cons to discuss than I do pros. And he really just kind of wiped all that away and just said, I'd really like you to come down to my office on Monday and, just have a meeting with me. And I didn't know what to expect, but I came home, told my wife, kind of expected her to, ho-hum, well, that's great, but, you've got a lot of other responsibilities. And surprisingly, instead, she said, man, if you don't jump on this for every guy that would have an opportunity to do this. So she supported me right out of the gates. I ended up going down to that meeting and met with Coach. And it was incredible.